Hi, Adriana. It's been
Hi.
great having you this past months with us in the program. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background? How do you find the program in the first place?
Yes, so I'm Adriana. Thank you. So I am 30 years old and I work in a hospital and in nuclear medicine. And I went to school for this and I was pretty upset. I did not like the job anymore for the last 6 months. In the beginning, it was okay, but now it's horrible, chaotic. And I was just one day on Instagram and looking, and you get a lot of like in between advertisement. And at some point, someone actually reposted Jet and she was talking about something with mindset, and I was like just somehow on her account, and I was looking and she was like talking about mindset and everything. I'm like, okay. And then there was LLMP and I was like, okay, what's that? And I was looking into it and I was like, sounds interesting, because I've already tried other things and they just wanted money and did not have any value. At least that's what I found out. So I was curious to find out what it is about. And then I just booked the first call. I don't remember the girl I talked to, unfortunately. I sorry. She was very sweet. I loved her. She was very nice. And then she told me everything. She showed me the program actually. And then I was like, okay, I'm scared. It's a lot of money. And she did not even put pressure on me. She just said, no, you take your time, take your time. Don't feel pressure at all. It's like if you want it or not. And I was like, oh my God, she's not even making me like doing, like, she's not using any tricks on me. And so I did a lot more research. And then I was like, yeah, let's try, let's do it. And that's like, I found you on Instagram, I guess, with an ad or like a repost, and that's how I started. And so far, I have loved it. It was worth
I
the
love that.
money,
I love
really.
that. I didn't know your story, how you got here. Um,
Yeah,
I'm happy that you got such a nice experience with the whole um not selling process, I guess. It's more like qualification process, because the thing is that
yeah,
I mean, if we force someone to just get the program and that person is not ready, is they won't take action and it won't work, like you need to have that, like you need to be ready in order
yeah.
to do it, and you were ready, so that's amazing. And
True. She wasn't selling it. True. Yeah, yeah. I remember she was telling
yeah,
me, "Yeah, but you're ready. You want to do it." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
yeah, yeah, I'm
I
happy. I'm
actually
happy that
cried
we
too.
made it
Yeah,
on time.
but she was so sweet. I unfortunately forgot her name, but she was very sweet. Sibyl,
Bill, yeah.
Sibylla. Yeah,
Mhm.
she was it. Yeah, she was the cutest.
Yeah, they are so sweet. I'm happy that you found like Jet's page on time, because I know, like, I've been there. I know how frustrating it is to spend your whole day doing something
Mm.
that you're not passionate about. And I mean, being a freelancer, it also has their challenges, like we also have bad days, but at least you can have a bad day in a coffee shop working instead of just being on a place that you don't want to be, right? So
In the basement of a hospital.
there are ways for us to deal with those bad days. So, um, believe me, it's much easier to have a bad day, even if it's in your house, but not.
It is. Yeah, it is. Then in at work, yes.
Yes. And what can you, or what would you say has been the most valuable part of the program for you?
I think the most value out of it was actually the whole portfolio and everything that you make your like sort of own brand. I guess you don't have to, but like in the end, you have to, because you're selling yourself, but not actually. You're selling your skills. And it was exciting to find out about yourself, things that you actually want to do, that you're passionate about, pick your niche and everything. And I love the process, and to have that I can use it for the like rest of my life. And it's not even just to use it for to getting clients, it's for so many things. I love it. That's one thing that I will treasure for the rest of my life. To have it, to have made it like my sort of own company, I guess, and that you
Mhm.
like push someone to do it, and that you have to be like there and do the accountability partner and anything. And it's just someone then who gives you feedback on it, and then like you were the one giving me feedback and saying, oh my god, you did a lovely job and it's great and I love it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I was so scared like of feedback all the time when I would do anything in my life, and then you were like living on a different continent than I am and you're giving me feedback. I was just like, oh my god, that's insane. And in general, I would say really the portfolio and everything to get yourself out there, to that everyone has it in them, that can make it, like you can make it your own brand and start selling your skills because
Yeah,
everyone can actually do it. You just have to get your butt up and do it.
yeah, exactly. It's just take actions. Yeah, those are pretty cool things, because those things that you learn or the steps that you have to take to build your business, you can do it as many times as you want. Like, I don't know, if you want to put a coffee shop in the future, or if a family member, like a brother or a cousin, wants to put like a retail shop, you know how to do the whole like branding, the whole design of the business. So you can just replicate that over and over again. So I love it. I love the fact that you enjoy that part. And yes, my feedback was mostly good, because your assignments were really good. I didn't have much to like say because you did everything as we expected. Like you followed instructions and everything. So yeah, I was actually pretty impressed with your assignments because they were. Sometimes I feel bad, like I don't have much to say, but it's because you're doing great. Like if I don't say much, it's because you're doing great. There's not much like
Yeah,
adjustments that I can ask you to do. But your assignments were really good. I can actually see the love that you put into those,
yeah.
like in your work, how much you enjoy working on those. And actually, I remember how excited you were when you delivered the final assignment. You were so happy with that one.
Yes. No, it's yes, I put a lot of work in it, and I did not do it like just in an hour or so. It took me days because I guess in the end I'm a little bit of a perfectionist and it takes a lot of time, and it's like sometimes annoying, I know, but I loved each part of it and I did it really with passion, and I think something really good came out of it and I can use it. So I am using it. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. That was really good. And what would you say has been your biggest accomplishment since you joined the program?
That I've been more open-minded towards other jobs, because before I started with this program, I was more like, okay, you have to go to school, you have to get a degree to in order to get a good job, and you have to work, and it's like the pressure from the family, and oh my God, if you don't go to school, what you're gonna do? You're just gonna work at the cashier desk or something. And I was like, okay, let's go to school. And I mean, I loved school and everything I studied, but the job in the end that I have to do is just like, yeah, time consuming, and it's, you don't have the freedom, you don't have the energy after the job to enjoy actually your free time. And I was like, okay, I'm 30, this is like not what I expected from going to school and getting the job that my parents were telling me about.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, I guess times have changed. And through this I have learned that there is actually, it is possible what you see, that you could be a freelancer, work from anywhere, enjoy your life, still have enough money to live the life you want, the lifestyle, and not make cuts on any end. So that's, I think, the biggest part that I have learned here, because I've seen other students who succeeded, who have said how much they earn now and they could never imagine it. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, these are real people. It's not like
Yeah.
some sort of chatbot answering here. It's like real people. And so this is like, I think, the biggest that I have learned, and that I'm just more open-minded to other jobs than just this one straight direction and I have to do it.
Yeah, I think I actually saw, I don't know if you saw in the news, but one of the biggest companies, I'm not going to say names, but one of the biggest companies worldwide, where we buy a bunch of stuff from on internet, that one
Yeah.
made a like an announcement that all of the employees need to go back to the office. And I've seen a lot of content and like people talking about it, like business specialists and stuff like that. And they've been saying like why people were like it's more depressed with office jobs or like stalking 9 to 5. You're not in an office, but you are stuck in a basement,
Yeah.
which is not making things better, right?
No.
But they were saying, and I just thought about it with the comment that you just made about things has changed. In the past, the like higher ups on every company, like the CEOs and those higher positions, they were making more than a regular employee, but not as much. So the like salaries were pretty like equivalent, or it was pretty it was like a fair price for all of them. Like if you have a
Mhm.
higher position or a singular employee, the difference was not as huge as it is right now. Things has changed in the past years. They were doing like the statistics and everything. Now the CEOs are making way more money than a singular employee, which makes the employees not being able to enjoy life, which is not fair.
Nice. Yeah.
So in the past, if you take a look of our parents, for example, they were able to raise a family, to buy a house with
Yeah.
jobs like the ones that if we take one of those jobs, we won't be able to do it. So if someone is watching this and it's not sure whether joining the program is the best option or not, whether it's a scam or not, what would you say?
First of all, I would say it's definitely not a scam. I am a real person from Austria. Trust me, you can find me here. And it is worth it. But of course, it's a big investment. And I mean, I now graduated and everything, and I am in the process of finding clients and everything. So yes, it is a big investment, but it's an investment in your future, and it's totally worth it because you don't learn this in school actually. Because I went through a bachelor's degree, another bachelor's degree, and a master's degree, and none of them taught me this what I learned in the last 3 to 4 months in this program. None of them. They only learned me in theory, and that's it. And I mean, yeah, you do that at every job. First, you learn it in theory, and then in a job. But like, I think everything has changed so much in the world, and to not be stuck in a job and like stuck actually in one location is like the new trend. And if anyone wants to do it, they should definitely try it with the program, even with just a trial. I remember there was also just to have the skills vault and to check out everything and see, which I started with first before I actually joined the program. I was just checking it out first because it's a little cheaper, if I remember correctly, right? And then you can see that there is so many people involved, so many people who can teach you, coaches, and a big community that you could actually exchange with, meet with, and it's definitely worth it to, I think, personality wise, to get over some things, and just work wise to have this peaceful mind, I guess, to finally get rid of that. I don't know, I don't want to name any people, but like of that common person that annoys you at work, the boss and everything, the over hours that you're not getting paid. It's worth it because, yeah, in the end, you have so much more value from this and so much more what you can offer, I guess, to the world, to show that you can do it and anyone can actually do it, because it's nothing like physics or whatever is very difficult. But like, it is not like that. It's easy to learn. It's the easy skills that everyone uses, and you don't have to show your face even. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So definitely a thumbs up for me for, yes, join it. Don't think of it as like losing money or anything. No, it's an investment in the future, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that. That's really nice. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you all. Your support is amazing. And if you're anytime here, let me know, please. I would love to meet you all.
Thank you.